And it appears after last weekend that USC is the last playoff hope for the conference.
Last playoff hope. I think they have to win out and win the Pac-12 in order to have that. I don't think they're going to be making it in as a two-loss champion at this point. And also, they can't afford to lose. I mean, these are elimination games when we're talking about how the teams all score off versus one another this weekend. The big thing about this matchup is, we saw the injury to Travis Dye last week. It's an absolute shame. He was a big part of their ground attack, and I think he would provide a lot more balance in a matchup where, even though UCLA has been good against the run, they still could use it. So they've got Raleek Brown, they've got Austin Jones. They do have enough depth there, I think, to be able to provide somewhat of attack, but you lose that ability of a playmaker that's really proven himself this year. This game comes down to the quarterback play, and I think when you look at the difference between DTR and Caleb Williams has just been more consistent, and his improvisational skills, like you see right here, where he's scrambling around, he's running downfield, buying time for the talented playmakers to create separation, versus a UCLA pass defense that ranks 127th in FBS. They're awful. That's the difference in the game. I'm laying the 2.5 points, although I'm not sure it'll even be that close.
Woo! I like it. I think there are two quarterbacks in the country who, if they were not playing quarterback for their team, it'd probably be 3 or 4 wins that would be losses. I think it's Drake May at North Carolina, and I think it's Caleb Williams at Southern Cal, because of how bad the defenses are. That's the only thing that concerns me in this game is Zach Charbonnet just running roughshod over this USC defense. But I'm totally with you, Brady. I think in a high possession game, which quarterback do you trust more? DTR has kind of fallen off the last few games, and especially when they've lost. He's only had 1 passing touchdown in 2 of the last 3 games, and he's a little bit too erratic of a player for me if you're going to see a high-scoring game like this one. The only thing I disagree with you on here is just how high-scoring it's going to be. Last week I got burned on the Wake UNC, went over the massive total 77.5. I usually don't. I always see in a number like that, you just go principal under. That's the one reason I'm just going under on this one. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. That's a lot of points, though.
It's a lot of points. I still took the over. By the way, I should make note of this. UCLA is not quite as bad as 127th. That's another team we're going to talk about, but their pass defense has been awful this year.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis. No yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.